I... I'm only telling you this because it seems to be the only thing still working. Lately, I've been having major internet problems. Actually, I've been having a really bad week altogether. I could tell you about my car crash, about my hallucinations, or about the nightmares. But instead, I'll tell you about my girlfriend. It's been 7 days since we got to talk. Since the crash, actually. I don't know what got to her. I don't know what got to all of them. Gosh. But yeah, maybe it's just internet problems. I seem to be the only one able to read the emails I send, the only one able to listen to the voicemail messages I make. I seem to be the only one able to read my comments on YouTube, the only one able to read my hundreds of statuses on Facebook. At first I thought I had broken my phone in the crash, but it does the same thing with my laptop. And on my laptop, I can read the messages I wrote with my phone. So why can't they? Can they? If so, why do they all ignore me? And damn it, why are they all flooding my wall with condolences? Jeremy started it all, I think. It was funny at first. They accidentally published my name and picture in the newspaper in the aftermath of the car crash. They made an error and said I had died. So, it was a nice bit of teasing from Jeremy to start saying he'd forever miss me and remember me. It was funny. Until all the damn school joined in on the joke. And for goodness sake, no one seems to be able to read my hundreds of statuses on Facebook. I want them to stop. They are upsetting my mother. They are upsetting my girlfriend. I think she didn't get that it was a joke. She and her friends filled her own wall with sad little phrases, and I'm reduced to stalk her page, silently screaming for her to see me, to read me, to feel me, to hold me in her arms again. I wrote, I called, I got up from my ass and I knocked the door of her dorm. No reply. But she was there, her car was there, and I could hear gentle sobs behind the door. I knocked. I spoke. I pleaded and begged through the thin wooden door, but she kept pretending not to be there. Oh yeah, and after the accident they took my car God knows where. I have to walk to class every day. Well, it's not really far from the dorm, but yeah, it sucks that Jeremy doesn't care to save me a seat next to him anymore. Actually, I feel like everyone's ignoring me. The most human contact I've had in the last godforsaken 7 days was the grocery cashier today. They act like I'm not even there. I guess the car was pretty damaged. To be honest, it was a damn wreck. Shouldn't complain. I got lucky. It's a miracle I'm even alive. That truck caved in all the driver's side of my car like the inside of a spoon. If I had not let that man drive for me, he'd still be alive. Oh, and I'd have a car too. I always pick up hitchhikers. I feel I owe them that because when I was 8, my parents forgot me at a gas station, and well, I tried to walk home. Had walked 6 hours straight, and someone gave me a ride back to the gas station where my parents were looking for me, sick with anguish. Plus, you can always talk them into sharing a gas bill. But I don't let them drive my car. What the hell took me? Why would I let a complete stranger drive my car? That's the funny part. I don't remember. I woke up after the crash, hit on the head and confused. I was on the passenger seat and he was covered in blood. His hands still tangled up on the wheel. I was horrified. The man was my brother. That's what I thought at first. Except he wasn't. My brother is in Australia right now, and my brother has blonde hair, whereas the hitchhiker had auburn hair, like me. It was probably 3 in the morning. I stumbled out of the car. The truck driver was in such a shocked state that he didn't even seem to notice me. He just stared blankly at the corpse. I ran. I needed to get help. I screamed, but I found no one and got lost in the city. By 5 in the morning, I found the crash site again. It was deserted with only a yellow ribbon stating that the paramedics and policemen had been there. I walked to my dorm and tried to sleep, but hardly could close my eyes. The next morning, I was in the newspaper. I had been brought to the hospital, but hadn't survived my wounds. They confused the hitchhiker for me. Come to think about it, we were very similar looking, and he was driving a car that was licensed under my name. I just wish they hadn't called my mother to tell her the sad news. Of course, all of this would be much easier to deal with without the damned visions. I should go to the hospital, really. I think the crash may have damaged my brain. I can't sleep. I just lie down, close my eyes, and quickly open them to escape the horrible visions that fill my mind. I keep dreaming this very vivid scene where I drive my car in the middle of the night, burn a red light, see this truck coming out of nowhere, pouncing on me. So I stay there, eyes open wide, staring at my dark room for hours. Even then, I seem to see these human shapes crawling in between the wall and the wallpaper. The Reapers are everywhere, stalking me, following me wherever I go. Those things pursue me day and night, behind me when I look in the mirror, creeping on the ceiling when I don't pay attention, behind my shut eyelids in the shower. They follow me, and I know what they're here for, but I refuse. I avoid them and block them out of my head. They mean no harm. They only want to guide me where I belong. I don't want them to. My skin creeps on my arms whenever the thought comes to my mind. But the time for denial grows shorter and shorter. I've come to accept that 7 days ago, I died in a car accident.